How's it going? I'm going to play some Metal Gear Solid. Never know how to start these streams. Never know what to say. Never know what to say. What's the first thing to say? Oi oi. That's what I should say. It sounds okay. Oh. So we're not playing a point and click again. I'm playing some Metal Gear Solid, and this is going to get not what you call it, copyright strike straight away. What is it? What's the good one? What's the not too bad one? Copyright claim, that's the one. This is going to get copyright claimed for this music, of all things. So my last stream I did was copyright claimed because of this intro music, but it's so worth it because it's such a tune. Right, I'm going to play without using the tranquilizer gun though. I'm playing with an actual PS2 controller this time. It doesn't seem to be wanting me to use the D-pad for this bit, which is a bit of a concern. Right, let's see where we were taking pictures, I think. Uh-oh, is my controller not working? You know what, you think you test everything, don't you? And then you get to the actual thing and it's not working. I don't think this controller works. Let's try plugging it in again and see what happens. I can use the PlayStation 1, isn't it? Try that again. The start button works, and the analog sticks work on it. Nothing else does. I can't even start a game. Uh-ohs. Oh well, I have to default back to the PlayStation 1 controller. That's not good. I might have to just go grab another one. Sorry about this. Let's try it now. See what happens. Will it let me play? This one's got the opposite problem. I can't start. How crazy. What's it doing there? Just start the whole thing again. This one's not working at all. Uh-oh. Technical problems. Oh, there it is. Right, let's see. No, this one's not working either. Mayday. Right. Come on. Well, this one works, but it's a PlayStation 1 controller. Oh well. I'm not going to have an easier time with this. What was that? Was it me playing in... It was normal mode, wasn't it? First to the first 2000. What? Oh, is that just... Oh, that must be the PlayStation set to that date. It's the year 2000.
At the moment, every industrialized nation on the globe knows the specifications for Metal Gear. Worse yet, so do a number of rogue states.
And I'm not going to use the tranquilizer, I've decided. What happens if I chuck this into there?
They are all working on deploying their own Metal Gear force to compete with the US's nuclear strike capability.
Nothing.
The world is about to...
So I've not got the pressure sensitive button options.
We initiated development of Metal Gear Ray as a countermeasure to these pirated weapons forces. The only thing that can stand up to a Metal Gear is, of course, another Metal Gear. With Ray, the hundreds, if not thousands...
This was like one of the first PlayStation 2 games that I remember seeing.
The blind rush to nuclear proliferation will be contained.
Okay.
And it will be the Marine Corps
See,
and our Ray that will accomplish.
I can walk slowly, at least.
This weapon will render all other Metal Gears obsolete. Nations building up their own Metal Gear force will think twice about their nuclear strategy in the light of the military dominance spelled out by Ray. The shift in the balance of power will mean a new world order, and we, the Marine Corps, will play a central role in its military affairs. Ours is not the only military project devoted to Metal Gear development, but it cannot...
I don't think I've ever been under here.
Theirs is a program that will add fuel to the uncontrolled fire of nuclear proliferation. It is a fact that players in favor of such a policy are attempting to derail our own Ray project.
I have never been in this room.
That they will not succeed. Some say that the strategic
Interesting. I've literally never done this.
reduced by the completion of Ray. The opposition from the Navy is an undeniable fact. There is a lot of pressure from Navy brass, especially those with submarine and air background.
Hey, Bison Beers, how are you?
Not to mention interference from a major player. But this project is
It's good to see you.
the enemy is sometimes closer to home than you think, gentlemen.
I've never done this. I've never been under this bit of floor here. I think you think you played a game
I
loads.
have a daughter.
Can actually get out of there.
My
Oh, there
greatest
we go.
wish never to have her or her children experience
They
the
let me out of the
horror
attic today.
nuclear war. As a father,
It's just
I
a bit
want
cold.
better world for the future generation.
I might as well be downstairs.
I know that.
Also, because I'm not playing a point and click, I figured I want it on the I wanted it on the big TV, which is downstairs. I did have a big TV in the loft, but I broke it. I had to knock it over. So I figured I'll just play it downstairs because this is such a great game, and I'm not playing the remastered edition that came out. This is the original PlayStation 2. I'm playing it on a PlayStation 2 with a PlayStation 1 controller. Apparently my PlayStation 2 controllers don't work, which I only found out when I started streaming. So what that means though is everything works fine except for there's a little bit of an issue with because all the buttons on a PS2 controller are pressure sensitive, and they're not pressure sensitive on the PS1. So if I use the tranquilizer, for example, I should be able to unsqueeze it slowly, and it stops. It doesn't fire, and I won't be able to do that. But I've decided I'm not going to use the tranquilizer anyway, because it kind of ruins this game. And I know it's not a point and click, but you know what? I just wanted to play it. And I don't think anyone really cares anyway, do they? I was playing the dig, and the dig was it was fun, but it wasn't. I think point and clicks are really hard to stream. You know as well, Bites. If you've been streaming some point and clicks, they're really you really have to concentrate.
We have intelligence that there are anti-Metal Gear terrorists planning to target the ship.
And sometimes it's just nice to play a game that you're really comfortable with. Right, can't go that way. Oh.
To the right.
Oh, he got me then.
Intruder to the left. Intruder to the right. Should that actually happen, I expect you to be prepared. We cannot and will not give up Ray. Stay on your guard at all times. Let's continue. Former President Sears would also act towards reducing the
Yeah, I've never even noticed this set of tunnels here at all. I've only got 2 minutes left to get up there, but what's that?
Forget about it.
He's dropped his gun.
Everyone believed the world was headed for the end of the arms race when Shadow Moses happened.
He dropped a clip out of his weapon then.
Even though the development of Metal Gear Rex is still outside the bounds of official truth, everyone in the international military community knows the facts. Expect spread across the globe like
Wait, am I going back the wrong way?
the nuclear race.
I think we need to be going that way.
The only thing that can reverse its course is this Metal Gear ray.
Now there's a bit of a debate whether this whole section of the game is actually Snake at all. Because in later on in the game, Raiden, who's the other character that you play as... 1 minute 59 seconds left. Am I going to mess this up? It talks about having done a simulation of the tanker section. And it's possible that it actually is just... This is us playing as Raiden, playing as Snake. I've never seen this. I've never done this before. I've never come from underground before. Metal Gear. Because in Metal Gear Solid 4 we get to actually... Metal Gear. We get to actually fight Metal Gear Ray in Metal Gear Solid 4. Which was nice.
George Sears surrendered his presidency.
Right, where do I go now? Like I said, I've never been down here before, so I don't know what I'm doing.
Given did not, of course, include the development of Metal Gear Rex and next-generation nuclear warheads.
1 minute 20.
But even
Jesus.
you will have heard rumors that he was forced to resign. The failed cover-up cost him his influence in the political community. This Metal Gear Ray is a prototype designed to be operated by an onboard pilot. In its final form, Ray will be unmanned, driven by tele-existence and an autonomous control system.
I've got so little time.
Generation technology such as C4ISR and RMA in battle situation has been discussed time and again, but Ray is the first to deploy it so far.
I think I'm going to have to start again, because there's no way... No way I'm going to do this in that time.
This is the new Metal Gear.
Yep.
Metal
And we're going
Gear.
to show the whole world its baby pictures. Get the prototype on camera. We need 4 images. One from the front right, the front, and the front left, and a close-up of the Marines marking on the prototype.
Right, okay, but I'm not
Once
going to
you
do
have
that in
the
this amount of time.
Use the workstation in the southeast end of the area to transmit them over to me. Send me something I can use.
Fully. With Ray's completion, the Marine Corps will lead the way for a new age of military tactics.
See if we can
Metal Gear Ray is amphibious.
sneak past this
Unlike
guy.
the Army's Rex, it can cruise deep underwater.
Don't look over here.
Move in undetected and make its landing on any shoreline.
Right, front, left.
All right.
Alright.
I seem to be repeating myself. Chalk it up to old age.
What's going to happen now? That isn't... I've not had enough time to do that.
I'm on a roll here. Let's go on a little bit longer.
He's giving me another load of time.
You must be tense. Let's do a little stretching, shall
Well,
we?
let's not do a little bit of stretching.
Left. Right. Front.
Are we done?
Getting back to the topic at hand. We will proceed
I just don't remember any of this. It must have been a while since I played it.
field testing of Ray.
I don't remember them adding more time on.
Moses has turned public opinion against weapons development. This training
Don't mind
needs
me.
to stay covert.
Yeah, there's no way the guy on the stage would be able to see me right now. I'm invisible. Right, I need one from the
Not
front.
risk jeopardizing the program on the eve of its completion. The disguised oil tanker is a part of our cover. Ray is well worth all these precautions. Trust me. It is an undeniable fact that there is a force at work in our government. And within
Sneaky,
the
sneaky,
military,
sneaky. Oh, I need to get one from that
seeking
side.
to control national affairs to suit its own interests. Metal Gear Ray bears the burden
Is that going to work? Something in the way.
confronting,
All right.
Alright.
thwarting their plans and guiding this nation back to its original path. This exercise is but a first step towards that goal. The future of the country.
So I'm looking for Marines. The Marines logo somewhere. There it is.
The brain drain of nuclear
All right.
black market trade of weapons grade plutonium.
Should do it.
Fueling a cottage industry in nuclear weapons since late last century. Add Metal Gear to the mix, and the result is the renewed proliferation you see the world over.
You can't harm the Marines, I don't think.
Once once lived in the shadow of the Doomsday Machine.
Don't mind me.
This Metal Gear Ray can bring other Metal Gears under control and ensure that we never know that fear again. We, the Marines, will be the guardians of this peace.
Oh, there's the machine. And there's the
This
computer.
new model of Metal Gear is codenamed Ray, after the great Manta Ray.
Alexa, turn the Christmas lights back on.
Thing that nature never gave the Manta. With this latest Metal Gear, we can rule the sea and land as we never have before.
Alexa, turn the Christmas lights on. Oh no. Made it. This happened last time.
We are about to render agreements like the
Christmas lights went off.
NPT and START obsolete. There are also forces at work trying to exploit this disturbing trend to further their own power and influence.
The Christmas lights went off and my laptop was plugged into it and the whole stream went down. I plugged it straight into the wall now.
And we cannot afford to play that Russian roulette again.
Right, let's see if we did it. How much memory we got there? Wow, what is that all about? Knowing Hideo Kojima, there's probably there's a load of stuff in there. Come on. Come on, come on. Police notes. What is this? I saw the word police notes in there. Sensibility programmed image telegraph engine.
So, any codec moments from you, Snake? The first image is... Okay, that's good. The shot from the right is in the bag.
Good, good.
The next one's... Okay, this works. It's a great front view. The next image is... You're a pretty good photographer.
Thanks
We
very
can
much.
Definitely use this left shot.
I like his little sprite that he's drawn of himself.
The last one is...
Marines.
This is great. The Marines lettering shows up really well.
And that's it. That's the last we see of Snake.
We, the Marines, will
That is the last. I'm going to put it up loud a little bit so we can hear the
with
cutscenes.
Metal Gear Ray. That is all. Dismissed.
Excellent speech, my friend.
Who the?
Gift of the silver tongue. They say it's the mark of a good officer. And of a liar. Americans are too in love with the sound of their own voice
Crazy.
to speak the
Americans.
truth.
Identify yourself.
This is a great thing about Metal Gear Solid. You can just sit back and
I
watch
am
it for half an hour.
Shalashaska, also called Revolver Ocelot.
Ocelot. There he is. Shoot him.
What do you want?
This machine will be quite useful.
What are you planning to do? Steal this thing?
Steal? No, I'm taking it back.
You feel attacked. Did he say something about Americans? Is that what it was? What did he say? We can't have that. Is it me? Does this game still look good? Oh, what's going on?
Nobody move. Understood? This ship now
Bites and
carries
Beers,
enough
you're an
Simtex
I think you're an
on its key
honorary
structural
Brit
points
anyway.
to blow it out of the water at the touch of this button. That's right. No one has to die needlessly.
Dramatic music.
We're almost at the target. Get a move on.
I think we're heading to the Verrazano Bridge, is what they said. What are you playing at the moment, Bites? And when are you streaming again? I need to get into your stream again. It's they're getting up early, but do you get up early enough?
I was raised in Snezinsk, formerly known as
I'm an early riser, so it's good to have something to listen to in the morning.
What are you talking about?
After the Cold War,
I have a feeling this cutscene's going to go on for absolutely yonks.
Is there a point to this sad story?
Not you would understand. Land, friends, dignity, all sold to the highest.
Yeah, I think we've shared enough
United
British
States
culture
of
with you
America.
for you to
Even the technology
be an
that gave
honorary
birth to
Brit.
These weapons is Russian, developed by us.
What do you intend to do?
I mean, you know about Bridgewater Carnival, that's as British as it gets, I guess. And cheese rolling.
Is the key.
I regret to
Saturday, right, I'll look out for it Saturday.
Selling Metal Gear. As I said, I came to take it back.
Yeah, how do you feel about, like, you know when you're playing a game and you know it's just going on and on and on, do you finish, do you always finish it?
Turned to the Patriots.
Or do you,
Molly Newley low. How's that possible?
do you just jack it in and play something else?
Have you
Obviously Manhunter, we know about.
I was
But if a game's good, but it's just taking a really, really long time to finish, do you ever just think I should play something else?
no hard feelings, Colonel.
So I only stream once a week,
Russia can rot for all I care.
so this could be like 10 weeks
I'm glad you noticed.
before I finish this. Could be 10 weeks before this cutscene finishes.
Metal Gear only has
Right, a lot of people that stream like 2, 3, 4 times a week. For hours as well.
You and your daughter will die here.
Damn you!
I'm quite pleased I can play this on my my PS2. This is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to stream old content. Now I've got this little OSSC gadget. I can stream from some of my older consoles. I used to be a bit OCD about that. If I liked a game, I tried to finish it, but my track record isn't good. I think it's one of the things where you probably care more about it than anyone else does.
Sergey.
You're probably thinking, I've got to finish that game, but no one's that fussed about watching a complete game. I guess if, like, I know someone who was playing Cannon Fodder, for example, and we wanted to see that finish because it was such a tough game. It was so difficult, and to get through to the end, you know, we needed that catharsis. I think this I'll probably try and finish. It's just great because, like, this little OSSC, this open source scan converter I've got,
Show's over.
is just a game changer because all these old games just look so bad on a modern
Ship is still
TV.
in the lower New York harbor.
They're unstreamable without
Make it to
this,
shore if you swim for your life.
and there's no lag on it or anything like that. It's great. Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. I think people are into the story, but no one really is. No, people tune in just to chat to you, don't they? That's all it is. People tune in, and I'm watching streams where I don't know even what the game's called. those year 2002 water physics. Is it me? What device are you using for the... I've got this stupid heart in the way of the comments. What device are you using for the consoles? So I've got... It's called an open source scan converter. So it basically is a little box, and it supports RGB and component. And yeah, RGB and component, and you can just plug the RGB into it and then a HDMI into the other end, and then plug it into your telly, and it looks like this is what it looks like when you're streaming from it. How you're seeing it is how it looks on my TV. Probably better. It probably isn't doing it justice how good it looks. Because a lot of the time it's just you're stretching this image, aren't you? So this tiny, low resolution PS2 image. Because the PS1 is something like 140p, and you're stretching up that up to a 1080p screen. Now this does that. I don't know the exact way it does it, but it does that, and it does it without any lag. Well, a tiny amount of lag, and it looks great. So I could play a PS1 game right now, and it would look fine on a PS1. I think there's a few things that I can't... I don't think an N64 is going to have RGB. I think I could stream like a Mega Drive, and I think I can stream my Commodore 64, the real one. So, whole new world. Because I streamed Broken Sword from my PlayStation, and I just did it through this, one of those £10 HDMI converters. And it came out looking really blurry and bobbins because it's just stretching this image. But this looks pretty smart to me. I'm really pleased with it. I've been playing a lot of Theme Hospital. I don't know if is that a game you had in the US? Theme Hospital. So it was a bullfrog game. That's quite a British game. I don't know if that travelled very far. Well, you can see the little rumble things spinning around in my controller. I'll show you that. Going big. So I've got a see-through PS1 as well. You can see it spinning around. Go on, do something. That little bit there spinning around when it's vibrating.
You don't have what it takes after all.
Oh, you love Theme Hospital? No way. Yeah, alright, okay. I just thought, because it seems so... Doctor, attend in psychiatry, please. It just seems like such a British game. But then there's all the... It's kind of very American, is it, with how the way everyone has to pay for everything. Because we don't pay for healthcare over here. Well, we do through our taxes, but you don't go in and pay for a procedure. Well, maybe, just maybe, I might play some Theme Hospital later. Buzzing off that game. It's still so good. I might as well put I don't need this, do I? Yeah, I'll laugh loud. Yeah, the level of care is realistic. I mean, our hospital system is... Yes, you don't have to pay for it at the point of entry. But it's almost impossible to get seen. If you've got a problem, you might, it's got to be a real problem. Otherwise, they won't have anything to do with it. And you call up the receptionist, and they're like, "What's up here?" And they make you tell you all your private. It's like I didn't know you were a doctor. So yeah, it is difficult to get seen in the UK, more so than ever, because everything's just stretched in terms of finances. It's crazy. But I don't know much about American healthcare system other than what I see on telly, on TV, and it seems like if you don't have insurance, you don't get treated. Is that correct? So if you go into a place with no insurance, you're done for. And is it true that is it like your workplace that sorts out your insurance for you most of the time? Is that a big part of your pay? I do find it interesting because it's just I've never thought of ever having to pay for any. Like if I went stab myself in the hand on the stream right now, I'd call an ambulance and they'd come and sort it out for free. There'd be no charge. But if you stabbed yourself in the hand on your stream, you'd have to give insurance details. I guess don't stab yourself in the hand. Yeah, I think the healthcare's stretched everywhere, yeah. Which, if you're paying for it, it shouldn't be stretched, should it? In the USA, a hospital will treat you without insurance if it is life-threatening, but yeah, you would have to pay out of pocket to go to the doctors. Right, so if I got hit by a car, they'd just sort that out. That's interesting though. So who makes that call? Who makes that call? Someone's got to make the call to treat or not treat. Then who pays for that? Who's paying for Solid Snake after he's got hypothermia and jumping in the Verrazano River? Verrazano River? It's not the Verrazano River. What's the river in New York? Hudson. That's the one.
I would say the Marine Corps' plans are on
1, 2, 3, 4. I love Marine Corps.
Mr. President.
Yeah, and yet employers will offer subsidized insurance plans as a perk. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Because I consume so much American TV, and I think we all do in the UK. That I seem to know quite a lot about it just from the fact that it's on, watching Scrubs and things. Save, yes. When was the last time I actually did anything in this game? And I've got a whole another cutscene coming. And this is where the game absolutely starts trolling you to death. Have you played this before? Because this is where none of the reviews of the game told you that you weren't going to play a snake for the whole game. Scientists had to make thousands of calculations to create the atomic bomb and determine its effects. Computers and the atomic bombs, both products of World War II, grew up together. So this game is all about the information age, and it's all about how we're all going to live in our own little microcosm of media. And the message is going to get controlled by a system of AIs. And it's just like, this is so like, with all the social media around at the moment and how AI is doing things, are we actually heading towards what this game is doing? Because this is so prophetic, I think is the word.
It takes time, but in the meantime, the shell's become a landmark, a symbol of environmental protection.
I guess I shouldn't spoil it, just in case anyone who's watching actually wants to
Approximately 6 hours ago,
enjoy
the
it.
big shell was seized by an armed group.
Do we have an ID?
Former members of the Navy SEAL Special Anti-Terrorist Training Squad Dead Cell. Russian private army members may also be involved. It's a highly trained group, and they have the big shell under complete control.
Terrorists. I mean, this is a bit far-fetched. Terrorists in New York, I mean, come on. That would never happen.
Come in from downwind and pull up fast. Get ready to fast rope down to Shell 1. 5 minutes to ETA. Alpha, your top priority is to rescue and safeguard the president. Team Bravo, watch out for Stillman's back and get those C4s disarmed.
So we're going into New York to save the president, which is very much what Escape from New York was all about. You can see where the influences of this game came in.
What are their demands?
$30 billion.
$30 billion.
$30
What makes them think they can get that
billion.
much?
There was a government-sponsored tour going on of the big shell that day.
Hostages, huh?
A VIP from one of the major conservation groups, and one
Here
from
he
our
is,
government,
riding.
the most important person in a sense.
The most important person?
James Johnson.
The president?
Unless the demands are met, the terrorists intend to blow the big shell out of the water.
And the crude will ignite, turning the Manhattan Harbor into an inferno.
That's not the worst-case scenario. If the chlorides being used to decontaminate the seawater go up with the oil, toxins containing catastrophic levels of dioxins will be released. In other words, the bay's ecosystem will be wiped out, and the sea will turn into a toxic soup for centuries.
I remember playing this when I was a kid thinking, who is this guy?
In history.
Who are you?
You have two mission objectives. One, infiltrate the offshore decontamination facility Big Shell and safeguard the president and other hostages. And two, disarm the terrorists by any means necessary. You should know that SEAL Team 10 is also conducting a rescue operation.
Is this a joint effort?
No. Foxhound remains a covert body. Don't alert them to your presence. That is an order.
This is Snake. I'm now inside Strut A of Shell 1.
How are things?
We're in luck. Looks like there are no sentries posted here.
What's the visibility?
The lights on the plant's struts are functioning. I won't have to use the IR goggles.
Any problems?
There was a brand new hole cut through the oil fence. There's someone else besides me that wanted to get in badly.
That's not possible.
What about SEAL Team 10?
They landed on the roof of the Big Shell as planned. And by the way, Snake, we're changing your code name for all following communication.
What's wrong with Snake?
Just a precaution. You are now designated Raiden. All right, Raiden. You've already covered infiltration and VR training.
I've completed 300 missions in VR.
Yep, he's a video game
Like some kind of
rookie.
legendary mercenary.
Okay, we'll skip that part. Make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to reach you, contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise,
Contact you.
press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear.
Come on, let me play something, Hideo. I want to play your game. I can move these guys around. Should we do that?
First,
Do
make
do
your way
do
to
do
the
do
upper
do do
section
do
of the
do 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 do.
There's an elevator at the far end of that area. Use that.
Sounds good.
Your new sneaking
Oh, I
suit
can zoom.
uses electrofiber technology.
I can do that.
Byproduct of fiber optics research. The texture isn't far removed from rubber, but the material protects against a wide range of toxic substances.
You're far
This
removed
has
from
a
rubber.
wide array of built-in sensors. It is referred to as smart skin in military R&D. Data about damage to different regions of the body, including blood loss, is
Nice buns.
exchanged between the suit and the intravenous nanomachines to create a feedback system.
There's a lot of pressure on my torso.
Relax. The suit applies varying pressure to major internal organs to maximize performance and safeguard their functions.
That sounds great. That sounds just peachy.
Skull suit seems appropriate somehow.
The hatch with a circular handle will open into the elevator area. Locate the hatch first.
Copy that. Moving on to main mission objectives.
Let's go. God, that was like a good 20 minutes of cutscenes. Hello, little guys. And you can get these in your inventory, I think. If I crawl along, I think I've not got a ration, but I think if I had a ration, I could get cockroaches in my rations. Got no weapons. There's a ration. Let's go get that. Now Raiden's a bit perky. Look, you can do that. You can do the old jumperoonie. I know we come down here later to solve some puzzly bits. Oh, a lot of this is diffusing bombs. I remember this. God, I was so disappointed with this when I first played it. The fact that you weren't Snake anymore. And they gave you this... And it's... And in the end, he's okay, but they gave you this character that you didn't want to play as. He wasn't as cool as Snake. He was slightly effeminate looking. He was a rookie who played too many video games, just like me. And that was the point. They were making fun of us. Now, somebody else is here with us.
Colonel, I've sighted an enemy sentry. AN-94 and a Makarov. Those grenades, all his equipment, is Russian-made.
Must be a Galukovich man.
Look, blinking Russians.
A Russian private army that was in line to work with the Shadow Moses takeover group 4 years ago.
What's their stake in this one?
They must have made a deal, an arrangement with the terrorists. They become a band of mercenaries, an army without a country.
Yep, like Big Boss. Big Boss is an army without a country. Right, let's go. Go. Let's be very careful because we're hunting rabbits. Right, come on. More cutscenes. Well, at least if we need a toilet break, I'll be okay. Plenty of cutscenes to sit through.
Colonel, there's definitely another intruder in here besides me.
That's not a possibility.
Not a team. Looks like a solo job.
One man.
We may not know who he is, but he managed to take care of every sentry in the area. They're all out cold. Whoever he is, he's got some skills.
We need to get an ID. But for now, you can take advantage of the situation and get to work. There's a terminal in front of the elevator. A node.
Did you say nerd?
Nerd.
Not nerd. Node.
Oh,
Use the node to gain access to the Big Shell's facilities network.
then what?
Pull up the map of the structure. That'll let you activate the Soliton radar.
The Soliton radar? True. That radar came in useful during VR training.
A radar system uses biological magnetic fields as input. These estimated enemy positions are projected onto a map according to reference points collected via GPS signals and field personnel reports. We need to get to the map through the Big Shell's node to put this data processing to practical use. The node unit is about 3 feet high. Should be...
Come on, skip on. Come on. Let us play the game. Finally! Right. Now this is very similar to the first game, I think. Yeah, so you need to go to these node things and you need to get the map up. Ah, so I have to put my name in. Right, what do I put as my name? I'm going to use my real name. None of this Lockman Goat stuff. Right. Let's enter. Male. Birthday. Now I'm putting my actual details in here. Or am I? Do you know what, I might randomise them a little bit. Blood type. IB positive. Wait, oh, that's a good one, is it? Rare. UK. Yeah, go on then. Now, why does it ask you that? Radar type 1, blood, yes. Overview normal, yeah. No, there's a good reason it asks you all that stuff.
Good work, Raiden.
The radar should be functioning now.
Remember your VR training sessions. The tool is exactly the same one. It maps the terrain as well as the position of enemy personnel. The bright dot in the middle is you, Raiden. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision. Your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it. It gets jammed easily, I'm
Oh,
afraid.
it's Carnival Steve, Somerset Carnival's Adventures. How you doing, Steve? You okay? Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas.
In an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful. The Big Shell's layout map should now be available after touching the
I've been playing the game for about 3 minutes. I know it says I've been streaming for a while, but literally, it's not letting me do anything. I'm just watching it. That's what Metal Gear Solid is, though. Right, I'll be back in 2 secs. She's gonna chat on for a bit.
What's going on?
Jack, I'm a part of this mission.
Colonel, what the hell is going on?
Raiden, meet the mission analyst. She'll be overseeing the data saving and support.
Why her?
The Foxhound analyst that was supposed to take part in this mission was in an accident. Rosemary was brought in as a replacement.
An accident?
And according to the files, she knows you better than anybody else.
Rose may be in the service, but an intelligence analyst is no field officer.
Not to worry. She has our technical staff at her disposal.
She's never been a part of a field mission. This is insane.
I have my own reasons for selecting her for this mission, soldier.
Colonel, I fail to see...
I know your VR training performance in and out, but sometimes that's not enough. You're familiar with the Shadow Moses incident?
You know I covered it in VR.
If there's a crucial tactical detail that case taught us, it was the power of the operative's will to survive.
I was trained to fight. My personal feelings have no place in a mission.
We've learned that it doesn't work that way. And on the field, you need all the help you can get.
Jack, you're stuck with me whether you like it or not.
Bison Bear says hi, Steve.
You need someone to watch your back.
Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas.
What is it?
Go on, Steve. Give us a Christmas joke.
My duties and save that mission data, but I'm aware that technically I'm not part of the mission control team. After all, I'm just a normal girl who's worried about Jack.
So
But
Jack
that means
and Rose.
that I am not required to follow your orders outside of my immediate duties.
Jack and
Jack
Rose
is
were
not simply a
on the way to New
person
York.
for me to track. His safety
We're getting the
comes
reference
first to me,
there, Jack and
not the
Rose.
mission. And because of that, I will be monitoring and keeping a record of every communication you have with him, Colonel.
Given the circumstances, you're free to do what you see fit.
Hey, I prefer this to being kept in the dark waiting.
I'd like to make a request, if I may.
Carnival Steve, Somerset Carnivals and Adventures says,
For the duration of the
Bites and
mission,
Beers, good morning or
we can call
afternoon
it
or
back.
evening to you, not sure what
Yes,
time
sir.
zone you're in.
All right.
Bites and
well
Beers is
then.
in the
Let me
nether
know when
realm
you're
of
ready to
time
turn in a
zones.
save. The proprietary save frequency
It doesn't matter
is
what time you're speaking to,
140.96.
it's probably the middle of the night.
I just switched frequencies. Jack,
What?
do you know what day it is tomorrow?
April 30th. Is there something special about it?
Isn't there?
I can't remember. I'm sorry.
Oh well, I'll keep trying till I hear the answer. I'm gonna let you go now, Jack. Take care.
Jack! Rose! Jack! Oh, they're about to wake up. I don't have a tranquilizer, and I've promised myself I'm not going to use the tranquilizer. So we'll see how far that gets us.
Raiden,
New York's
enemy sentry is regaining
NYC time. It's
consciousness.
4:49
careful,
currently.
Jack.
Find somewhere to hide until the elevator arrives. You must
Well, we're
stay
in New
out
York
of sight.
City in this game, aren't we? So
I'm under enemy fire. Secure the
Right, I might as well go this way for a bit because I don't even want to get involved when they're doing all that nonsense. Patience is a virtue. We'll hide in this cabinet for a bit. Yeah, so Jack and Rose. We've got Jack and Rose. We're in New York. We've had a ship that sinks. Do you think Hideo Kojima might have watched Titanic? And I really don't want to spoil this game because I don't think Carnival Steve's played it. But let's suffice to say, there's a few twists and turns on the way. Who won the snooker, Steve? Did you win?
Return to your positions. Stay sharp.
Okay. So we're doing this without the tranquilizer. I haven't got the tranquilizer at the moment anyway. Don't think I have anyway. So we need to get to that elevator, that lift. Let's say lift. That lift without getting spotted. Am I going to get spotted straight away doing this? Does he go the same way every time? Right, let's try and get up there. Get up there. Get up there. That's it. I do think the tranquilizer does spoil the game a little bit, if I'm honest. It makes life a little bit too easy. Run, 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 run. Leg it, leg it.
There's somebody there.
I've just ordered the MGS Master Collection as a present to myself, along with the Robocop Rose City. Should keep me entertained for the next 13 days. Ooh, I'm kind of spoiling it for you here, aren't I? By playing this. I mean, it looks slightly better than this one because this is the PS2 version.
Sons of Liberty.
Sons of Liberty?
The name of their leader is Solid Snake.
I mean, I did think about buying it, but like, if I want to play Metal Gear Solid, I can play Metal Gear Solid. I could even play it on PS3. I just can't stream on it. And the PS3 version is going to look great. So.
Code name.
Right, but he can't be.
We had a Christmas gathering friendly match. No competitive ball banging. Aye, aye. Why? Plenty of ball banging at my work night out.
Could he have survived?
Not a chance.
Colonel, I'm on the roof. There are no sentries, but it would only take one to spot me in this light.
You never had daylight VR training after all. Stay extra sharp until you can find a node to log in from.
What about the commandos?
SEAL Team 10 has landed on struts B and C.
And the president?
Seems he was spotted on strut B.
Strut B?
Okay.
The big shell is comprised of shells 1 and 2. Each unit consists of a central core and 6 struts surrounding it.
So the whole thing is shaped like 2 hexagons connected end on end.
Exactly. And you're on the roof of strut A, shell 1 at the moment.
Seagulls. We should be shooting those seagulls later. We don't have to, but
First,
we're gonna.
get to a node. Log into the network.
Got it.
I'm gonna try and find some Easter eggs in this game as well. I think there's a few that I know about. Bandage. Like the birdies for one. I know if you. Oh, there's poop. Right, I tell you what. Here's one. Let's look up. And now we play the waiting game. I'm thinking that we're going to get pooped on. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I can get pooped on if I do this. Will somebody please poop on me? Nope. Oh, I'll tell you what I can do. Watch this. You can slide in the poop. Raiden cannot run for more than at all in poop. Come on, we need. Oh, hello. We need to get someone to poop on us. One of these birds poop on me, please. Come on, come on. You know you want to. Come on. Come on. Come on. No, no takers. There it is. There it is. There it is. Oh, do you know what? Welcome to the world of Metal Gear Solid 2. Carnival Eve, Sunset Carnival's Adventures. Because guess what they did with this flipping game when it came out? See this guy here? Raiden. Guess what they did? They didn't tell you were going to play as him. They didn't even put it in any of the magazines or any of the reviews. So you bought the game thinking you were going to play as Snake, and then suddenly this woman shows up, and this is who you're playing as. So this is Metal Gear Solid 2. Now, looking back, I don't look back in anger, but looking back at Metal Gear Solid 2, it is a masterpiece, because as you'll see as we play it, it's more about the themes as opposed to the gameplay, I guess. I mean, the gameplay's fine, but as you can see, like someone is already broken in here. So you never played this one, only ever played Metal Gear Solid on PS1. Yeah, so
Raiden, look at that wire fence.
Hideo Kojima, who made Metal Gear Solid 1, didn't want to make a sequel, and he sort of made a game about
then push the left analog stick
what a
in the
sequel
direction you want to
is.
move. Push the crawl button again to stand up. You can use weapons even while
Because we're pretty
crawling.
much doing the
This
same
is
thing
different
as the
from
first
VR
game
training,
again,
so you keep that in mind.
but we're doing it as this blonde guy. But I won't do any spoilers yet. I won't do any spoilers at all. I'll just play it.
Raiden, SEAL Team 10 is in.
Do we really have no line of communication with the SEALs?
They don't know a thing.
But yeah, at
about
this
us.
point,
You know
playing
we
this
work in the
game,
dark, and
I
this
mean, I've got the
mission is no
review,
exception.
the magazine upstairs where
Only
it's
a few
reviewed,
people know
and they
about your
don't even
presence
show his
here.
face.
There's no need for concern. This operation is under Pentagon's direct command.
And that's the Colonel from the first
NSDD
game.
came
He's
from the
acting a
Vice
bit
President
weird.
And the Secretary of Defense. Your
It's all
mission
just a
may
bit
be top secret,
something
but
off.
it's gone through the usual channels.
I'll go check the roof. I'll leave the first floor to you, okay? Understood.
It's a damn fine looking. I'm looking at like on, as you're seeing it on the stream, and I can't believe it's a PlayStation 2 game. Just like the lighting and things, it just looks okay. It holds up okay.
Colonel, I've located the node, but it's under heavy surveillance. I can't get in any closer.
And Raiden's been talking loads about how he
to draw their attention away.
How?
he's only ever
Flatten yourself
experienced
against
anything
the
through
wall
VR
and hit
training.
the
That's what we
punch
know about
button.
him so far.
Got it.
It gives us these options every time we log into the node. So it gives us game options when we log into a computer in the game, which is unusual, isn't it? Oh my god. No, 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 don't spot me, don't spot me. Ah! Oh, the door's open now. Oh, they're up here. No, I'm gonna get spotted here. Oh, god damn it. I've not got a weapon. just hide here. I need somewhere to just chill for a bit. Alright. Where can I hide out? Alright, I'm going to try and go down into the lockers. I think there's some lockers at the bottom of these stairs. So I've not got the I've not got the... Oh, there it is. Oh, for God's sake. Great, I've knocked the doors off, so that's not going to happen either, is it? Where can I go? Right, hopefully I can hide under here. Crikey. I mean, I've left a blood trail under here as well, so that's not good either, is it? Oh, there he is.
Jack, are you okay?
Rosemary.
Jack, tell me you're okay.
Jack!
I'm all right. It was a close one, though.
Oh, good. I didn't think it would be this tough.
Hey.
It's the helplessness.
Right, I ain't got time for this. I don't want to listen to this. This is not a cutscene I need to listen to right now. Guys, can you guys just go away? Because I'm trying to get all my stuff. This is the problem with Metal Gear Solid games. When you this is just the waiting game now, isn't it? I mean, it incentivizes you to not get caught because, you know, no one wants to sit under a table for half an hour. Right, that's it. That's the last time I'm getting caught in this game. Last time. Yeah. Right, jog on, you lot. Okay. So I don't go that way. That way. Must be that way. We're not getting caught again. That's all I'm going to say. Peekaboo. Oh, that's that. It's a robot thing. I mean, if you've never played Metal Gear Solid before, that Master Collection, that is that's plenty of game to be getting on with.
That's a cipher, a type of UAV. If it spots you, it will alert enemy personnel. Exercise extreme caution. But you can use chaff to set up an interference field. That'll knock its sensors offline for a while. Try to locate some chaff. You can also destroy the engine or the camera. Some of the UAVs may be armed. Be careful.
Copy that.
Got it. Let's go.
Wait a second. I just intercepted new intelligence on the operation being executed by SEAL Team 10.
Intercepted?
As I said before, they need to be kept in the dark about our presence.
So we just listen in.
I'm patching it through.
This is Alpha Zero. We have the president. Is he safe? He is safe. What about the package? Tell the guys upstairs that we've secured the package. Easy money. Good work. Your retrieval is on the way. Come on home. Roger that.
And game. Then we're done.
Alpha Zero, report. Damn it, cover the president! Come in, Alpha
Oh,
Zero.
maybe not.
This is Alpha Zero. We're under attack. This is crazy. Is that... Alpha Zero, respond. All Alpha, respond.
Raiden, the president's life is in danger. Head to Strut B now.
Alright, get off the phone and I will. Go on, let me play. God, this is bringing back memories. How old would I have been when I was playing this? 12? 12, 13, something like that. This is just me at home, in my bedroom. Hours of this game I used to play. And I think I've probably played it multiple times. I think 45 quid for all the games you're going to get. So if you've never played any of them, I think I think you'll enjoy them. As a person who likes story-driven games, there was this game, there was all the Metal Gear Solids and Broken Sword, and they might seem very different to each other, but they're not. Because it's, for me, the best thing about Broken Sword is the story and the atmosphere, and this is just the same thing. It's little things like you can't hear it, probably can't hear it on the stream, but when you stood out there, just hearing the wind blow, and just the way characters feel like real people. And I always think it's interesting when you listen to play a game and you just listen to the ambience. I'll turn it up a little bit. You see what I mean? I don't know. I don't know if you can tell what I mean, but like background sound effects are really important. I always felt like Broken Sword are really great. Like the characters just chatting in the background. Like there, where I change view, the sound changes, so you can hear the wind. It's little things like that I like in games. Little touches. Like little details. And this game's absolutely filled with little details. I'm gonna go back up. I don't know why I'm down, but I think moving back up is good. I could stream it on the PS5 too. A bit of competition for you. No, I don't. I would love to watch that. The remastered edition they did on the PlayStation, was it PlayStation 3? That looked really good.
Nothing here.
I just enjoy using the original hardware. I don't know why. It's just something about the original hardware. Just playing the games as they originally were brings back more memories. It's the nostalgia, isn't it? And I know if you look closely at any of these 3D models and these textures, actually that kind of looks okay, really. The PS2 had a lot of thing about jaggies. So if you look at the edges stuff, you can see little jagged lines. Looks pretty good though to me. Right, I've got an M9. Steve, if you stream it on the PS5, I will totally tune in and watch that. Maybe if I do too, You could do 3. 3's many people's favourites. Now the thing is, I wouldn't play the 3 on the PS2 because it's okay in this game, but have you noticed I can't control the camera? So the camera's locked. And the version on the PS5, the camera will be, you'll be able to swing the camera around. And it is an absolute game changer because you're in the jungle in number 3. And you really need a full 360 view. The controls in Metal Gear Solid games have always been fiddly. Like not being able to see fully what's... I can't see what's around that corner. I can't swing the camera around and have a look. So you do get caught out quite a lot.
Freeze!
I did say I wasn't going to do this. Oh well. There's a dirty magazine down there, which we need. I haven't got any key cards. So yeah, you have to sort of go into first person mode to just look to see if anything's around the corner. Gets so calm. Where's the node thing? Oh god, yeah, well, yeah, they're reporting late. I'm just gonna let him wake them up.
Communications with Strut-F have ceased. Carry out an investigation immediately.
Where are they gonna come in? I'm gonna get caught here. I can tell. I can feel it.
The situation is normal. All clear.
Yeah. So if you take them out with a tranquilizer, someone comes looking for them. Now you see that flashy thing there? You can hear it. That is important. But we don't know it's important just yet.
There's somebody there.
What? Where? Nope, there's nobody here. Don't know why that's happening. Why is that being said? My wife just walked in and heard you say needed a dirty magazine. She wonders what the heck I'm watching. Well, let's... Mrs. Carnival Steve, I'm gonna... there's the dirty magazine in question. And we don't need it, but we definitely want it. And I'm gonna go get it. I think it might just be a copy of FHM, you know. I think the game is sponsored by FHM. Because there was an advert for FHM earlier on in the last stream. Oh, no. Nope. Nothing's going on. Don't. No, they haven't. No, they haven't. No, don't do it. He's just taking a little nap.
Unable to find the AWOL soldier. Nothing else to report.
He does a pretty cool flip, right? Whee! Yeah, that is not easy to do, I'd imagine. Drop down. And we have a book. Yes, we have a book. we go. Can we see the book? What's he holding? Is it FHM? It might be. I can't remember where I'm supposed to be going.
Right, and didn't you hear what the SEAL said? The president is in trouble.
Strut B. I'm in strut F. Strut A. Core. Strut B. What? Right, where do I have to go?
You're currently using artificial
Never mind that. Where do I go?
Colonel, do you...
Oh, never mind. Never mind. Let's go just find someone to show my magazine to. He said strut B, didn't he? Damn it. I thought he was further up. Ow! Where did he come from? No, I should have gone this way from the beginning. Oopsies. There we go. Right, not very stealthy, but we're there. Oh, for crying! Where did you come from? Right, a cutscene should remove our, I want to say, wanted level. Oh, this is very Metal Gear Solid 1-y. This looks familiar. Let's turn it up so you can have a listen. This is just like that scene in the first game. It's a long cutscene. I'll be back in a minute as well. I'm gonna go get another drink. Turn of the goat mug. Oh, what is going on here?
What are you?
This guy shows up in later games as well.
Five today. Or rather, 6.
Phil Lamar. So if you're wondering where Solid Snake is, you're about to see him. We don't get to play as him, but he's still here. Who hides in a bakery at Christmas? A mince spy. By the way, what's going on with Mr. Scorch? Where is he? I see his like Facebook group, but it's mainly about cars now. Is he all right? Is he doing other stuff? Is he not? Just not seen him. I've just not come across a stream that he's doing. Just wondered if you knew any more. Has he streamed recently? I have a feeling if I'd seen him streaming, I would have jumped in on it.
Strange smell. You smell like... Are you?
It has to be. Shoot him! What are you waiting for?
Oh, I recognise that voice. I was talking to him about the guy who plays Solid Snake and how he's actually a screenwriter, and he wrote the X-Men movies. Well, the first X-Men movie.
I'll tell you in person. Where are you?
In the central unit with the president.
Be right.
He's done a Jason Manford. Oh, but he's still active on his Facebook group. I know. I see him. I saw him mention stuff about having, you know, some issues with like mental health and things. So, if that's the reason, isn't it?
Hold on. I'm not an enemy. Calm down.
Yes.
My name is
not Snake.
Pliskin. Iroquois.
Snake Pliskin.
Junior grade.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame to think that. I mean, I haven't actually caught that many of his streams because I was quite new to it when. But since I started watching, I think he's only done a few that I know of. And then he said, I'm not doing any because there's things going on in my personal life. It's like, okay. I guess the last thing you want to do if you've got issues going on in your personal life is sit in front of a camera and pretend to be in a great mood about everything. I'm not sure what happened, although he was halfway through Broken Sword 4, which is hard to play through. Maybe that's what did it. Maybe Broken Sword 4 finally did him in.
I was part of the Army's Force 21 trials.
Force 21? That's about tactical
So this is explaining,
right?
Ryden's explaining how he's not got any combat
Field
experience.
No, not really.
So this is your first.
I've had extensive training, the kind that's indistinguishable from the real thing.
Like what?
Sneaking mission 60, weapons 80.
Yeah, and so he's played VR missions, and they're showing VR missions from the first game.
A virtual grunt of the digital age, that's just great.
That's far more effective than live exercises.
You don't get injured in VR, do you? Every year a few soldiers die in field exercises.
There's pain sensation in VR and even a sense of reality and urgency. The only difference is it isn't actually happening.
That's the way they want you to think, to remove you from the fear that goes with battle situations. War is a video game.
Yeah.
What better way to raise the ultimate soldier?
So he's been taught to fight in video games. So we are playing as a video game junkie
So you're saying that VR
who doesn't know what's going on and is just going with the flow, and is being completely controlled by the guy in his ear. It's basically he's having a go at us as the person, as the gamer playing it. But yeah, I guess if it's going back to Mr. Scott, I guess I don't know the guy. He seemed like a nice guy. But I guess if you're having issues with your mental health, it's not always. I guess it wouldn't be that easy just to sit in front of a camera and talk for 2-3 hours.
No one can know that we're involved.
It's a little too late for that.
There was a guy that my brother and I were watching. We were enjoying his YouTube channel. It's called Den of Wonder.
Take a look.
And he did really funny videos, and he did. What did he do these videos about? It could have been. It was about anything. There was a video he did on soldering. He did a video on the Amiga Mini, and they were really well put together and really funny. And then he just suddenly disappeared. He deleted all his social media, deleted all his YouTube videos, and he was just gone.
Give me a few minutes. Must have lost a few more pints than I thought.
What was that man just now?
That blood-sucking freak. That was Vamp. He's Romanian, a wizard with knives, as you saw.
The way he moved didn't seem human.
You won't see that in VR, I guarantee.
So this what they're explaining here is this guy can't die.
Dead Cell, him?
So Dead Cell are like the like in the first game you had.
The name was originally intended
What's
to
it called?
reflect
Fox
its
Sound? Not
anti-terrorist
Fox Sound.
functions. The unit would launch unannounced assaults on government complexes for the ultimate
Yeah, you know, like
simulation. They were needed to show
Psycho
VR
Mantis
troopers
and all
like
those
you
guys.
how to deal with the real thing.
So Dead Cell
But
are the
around
bad guys
time
in this
their
game.
original leader died in prison, the unit began to unravel. They were always close to the edge, but they became more and more extreme.
Fat Man, Fortune
Began to
Vamp.
go
They're
after
going to be the
US
boss
allies,
battles for us
even
today.
civilians. We estimate that no fewer than 100 people died as a result of accidents the Dead Cell arranged on their own. They were out of control, and it all came to a head 6 months ago.
What happened?
The unit was devastated. There are only 3 left now, and you just saw one of them.
Why would they?
I gotta be honest. There's times like tonight I'm sitting there. I'm still at school, and I'm not complaining about school holidays, but I'm still at work. We've got half a day left.
Made this big shell necessary in the first place?
Right.
And you do sit there going, "Oh, should I actually bother tonight?"
But he's a legend.
Legends are usually bad news. There's not a lot of difference between heroes and madmen.
You're saying Snake is still alive and pulled another one?
No, he's not involved in this one. His body was positively ID'd 2 years ago.
Snake is dead.
And buried.
That was my phone, not the actual game.
What about the other
I've got the codec noises in my
I saw
phone.
Russian equipment too.
Former Soviet military. They're probably mercenaries. The big shell is too much ground for just Dead Cell members to hold down.
My mum says she's just eating toast. Everyone, my mum is eating toast.
Any of this? And you came in alone to boot? Why? What are you really doing here?
What are any of us really doing here? That's the question.
Fine with me.
I don't smoke.
Keep it anyway. May come in handy. Take this too.
Come in, Alpha Zero. This is Bravo Zero. Currently at the bridge between struts B and C. The president is... Damn, I can't hit this thing. It's like some bad dream. Alpha, anyone, come in. All Alpha. This is Bravo Zero.
Aren't you going to answer him?
You're not really a seal, though, are you, Snake? I mean, when I first played this, I was like, is that Snake? Because everything was confusing me. I was like, I don't know why I'm this blonde guy, so is that really Snake? Because he says he isn't. And when you're young, you believe... Oh, you believe anything you're told.
More minutes. Remember my frequency. It's 141.80.
14180. Do you know what? I have a feeling you have to remember that.
Layout. If you need information on the place or about Dead Cell, contact me. You're using nano communication, right?
Yeah, but I can patch into your frequency.
Just in case it needs me to remember it later. When do you go back? I finish Tuesday and go back on 2nd January. Busy couple of weeks. It's my birthday 2 weeks after Christmas. Happy birthday. When do we go back? We go back really late because we're breaking up really late. So
Strange code name.
we go back on the 8th.
Except for the boring one my parents gave me.
Maybe I'll
But
find
I've
out
never
someday.
broken up this close to actually Christmas before. And we've done our nativity, and we've learnt all the songs, and all that kind of stuff. And I guess the weirdest thing about it is that you don't do any proper lessons in the last few days. Like you suddenly just let the kids watch movies, which is just so weird. We watched Chicken Run the other day. It's Anzadi. Hi Anzadi, how are you? What are you doing with your evening?
Think you can shoot that thing?
We just shot Solid Snake in the face. Yeah, so we break up really late, but we also go back really late. Bring in a game day tomorrow. Do they still do that? No, we don't do that anymore. God, that used to be a thing, didn't it? You all brought a board game in. That should totally be a thing again. I tell you what, I have done though. I do let the kids play. I've got an NES Classic, and I do let them play on that. So we've had that in the classroom today, and they are absolutely atrocious at any video games. What are these kids doing with their time? Why are they not wasting their childhood like I did? Loving the shirt. Oh, the shirt! Star Wars. It's my Star Wars Christmas shirt. I was thinking about wearing that tomorrow, but I don't think it would be appropriate given the... Oh, hello, what's that? What's this? Who would be this cheeky little thing?
Jack, it's me.
No, yeah, she's
Everything
gonna...
okay,
this
Rose?
one's gonna waffle
Don't
on
you
for a
need to
bit.
save the mission data?
Oh yeah, thanks for the reminder.
I'm good, thanks. And then that's the sort of... What is that emoji? What is that emoji called? Is that like the blush emoji? It's not my favourite emoji. I do like a sideways smirk, if I'm honest with you. I used to do that when Carnival Steve, Somerset Carnivals and Adventure says, used to do that when I was at school. I remember taking loads of Star Wars
Jack,
figures.
do you remember what day
What?
tomorrow
I took you
is?
my PlayStation once.
I'm sorry, but I still don't have
We
a
had
clue.
show and tell day,
That's okay.
and we were supposed to bring something that was important to us,
I'd rather you
and everyone
figure it
else
out.
brought something weird like a
It's
toy or a stuffed animal.
Important enough.
And I brought
we'll
my
talk about it
PlayStation, the
tomorrow.
one that's sat
not
right
now?
across from me there.
Tomorrow seems more.
And I remember the
appropriate.
teacher being like,
I need
"Why
all
is
the
this
help I can
important to
get
you?
So that I won't chicken out
Like, it's
anyway.
just a piece. It's
Is
just
that
a.
the reason you decided
It's just
to
a
be part of
computer.
this
It's just a
mission?
piece of plastic and metal."
Okay, I'm
I
gonna
was like,
finish
"No,
this thing by
this
tomorrow,
is
no matter
important."
what.
You know I'll do
It's my
everything
only
I can
friend.
to help you.
Rose, there's something I need you to do as an
And
analyst.
look how far
What
I've
is
come.
It has to do with Solid Snake, the leader of this takeover.
To be fair, I'm playing PlayStation 2
claiming that
anyway,
he's
so-
Snake himself.
The legendary mercenary?
I need as much data on him as possible. Everything.
Yeah,
they
I
have
can't
on
remember
him
what board
after
game
the
I brought
Shadow
in.
Moses incident.
He's dead now.
I want to
isn't
say
he?
Screwball
Yes.
Scramble. Do you remember
Should be a
Screwball
burial
Scramble?
record somewhere too.
Because we
You
had
should be
that.
able to
And I remember
request
taking that
top-level
into school
security
once.
clearance from the colonel. That should get us into the most classified material.
I'm on it. I'll contact you as soon as I find out something.
Jack and Rose. It's Titanic. Oh, we got lady pictures again. Food. Yum yum. Yeah, I think we're all ready to stop tomorrow, aren't we? We're all ready to give in. Oh, there's a lady in the bath. Look, there's a lady in the bath, everyone. There's a lady in the bath. Nurse. Nurse, there's a lady in the bath. Carnival Steve, Somerset Carnival Adventure says, for a charity event at high school, I took my Sega Mega Drive and charged people £1 for 10 minutes playtime. I raised a lot of money. You know what? I bet that would work so well. I bet it would work so well. I bet I could do that now at school. A lunchtime club, like an arcade, where you let children... It's like 50p a go. I bet it would work. Green Candle, hello, hello. We're not playing a point and click, Green Candle. Is that okay with you? We're playing some Metal Gear. I totally agreed with your Twitter post the other day about treating baristas and people who work in restaurants and just generally people. One of my real bugbears is when you go on a work night out and there's someone who's with you and they're talking to the waitress or the waiter like dirt. And Green Cat, I apologise if I got the wrong person there, because I just remember, I have a feeling I've read a Twitter post. Either way.
What the hell is that?
Either way, yeah, when you're sat with a group of people and someone speaks for you on behalf of your group, and they start talking to the waitress like dirt, it's like, nah. Now do that on your own time, but you're sort of speaking to us. You're sort of speaking on behalf of all of us here. Carnival Steve, Somerset Carnival's Adventures. I think we're limited on games though. A choice of Sonic or Super Monaco GP. So my son's looking at... I'm looking to buy my son... my mum is looking to buy my son a new game for Christmas. Because he loves his video games. And he gets a lot of grief off the rest of the family for playing too many video games. But I played too many video games, and look how normal I turned out. So, we're all good. But has anyone got any recommendations for any children's games that are coming out soon? He's got every Mario game. And I don't think he'd enjoy the RPG. But we were looking at the new Sonic game that's coming out, and that looked okay. But I don't know if anyone knows of any really good kids games that are coming out soon.
Today is another bad day.
Green Candle says, this is quite acceptable. I never played beyond the MBS one. I've always been meaning to. Do you know what though? They're brilliant.
Here that can give me happiness?
They're brilliant. So if you're looking for a game to buy over the next few weeks, they get the MGS collection, and you could play it in chronological order, which I've actually done. So I think you start with... What do you start? You start with Metal Gear Solid 3. The one after this one, because that was set in the 60s, and then I think then does it go to, I want to say Metal Gear, and then Metal Gear 2, and then Metal Gear Solid 1, and then this one. Oh no, Metal Gear Solid 5 comes in there somewhere. Yeah, you play them in a really weird order anyway. Green Candle says, oh thank you, this time of year is terrible for it. I was a lorry driver, yeah, for many years, and so always come across poor treatment of service workers. Yeah, I can't honestly say I've never been rude to like a service worker in my life, even if like I feel like they're being rude to us, or the service is terrible. I think I've always just gone, right, well, I'm not going there again.
Colonel, SEAL Team 10's Bravo team was
rather than
wiped
be a bit of a knob about
what
it.
What happened to the cargo choppers?
Both of them are at the bottom of the harbor.
Like, we were out with somebody and the waitress made a mistake with the order.
Calm down. It just means they
Calm down, dear. It's a commercial.
Besides, since the SEALs
yeah, the waitress made a mistake with the order. And there was like 20 people with us, so it was an easy thing to do. And I think they gave us the wrong bill, and like they were being spoken to like trash.
There's no time for questions.
Don't do it.
They could decide to
Don't do that.
for that failed assault.
You mean the hostages?
So as a lorry driver, who would speak to you badly as a lorry driver?
The possibility that they'll blow the whole shell.
At what point do you interact with the customer? Because I've never actually, I don't think I've ever interacted with a lorry driver. So I'm just wondering, who is it that's speaking to you that way?
We've had to adjust
Carnival Sea Sunset Carnival's Adventure says GTA 5. It's not out yet. Wait, no, GTA 5 is out, isn't it? It's GTA 6 we're looking for.
But this can't.
Carnival Sea Somerset Carnivals and Adventures Lego Star Wars is also well worth playing. Yeah, we got a free copy of it because my brother worked on the game, so we've got the definitive edition because my brother worked on that game.
What are you talking about? Get to Strut C and find.
Actually, we need to finish that.
Understood. But I need to ask you something before I go.
Make it quick.
Who are they? Dead Cell, I mean. They couldn't hit her no matter how hard they tried.
I mean, he's loving the Mario. I'm loving the Mario phase. I mean, I think I'm the only one in the family that is loving the Mario phase. To be fair, I think everyone's got a bit of a bee in the bonnet about screen time these days. But I don't remember being told I was having too much screen time as a kid.
I've made up my mind to stay with you.
And I always think, like, video games are, compared to the rubbish that I do on my phone, this is much better. This is entertaining, it's interactive, there's puzzles, there's challenge. And then you see the people who complain about screen time are sat on their phone going like that, looking at rubbish all day. Green Candle says, so supermarkets were a big thing, particularly where you had to drive into the car parks to access the loading points. People would scream at you, deliberately block you, and refuse to move. Oh, so drivers. Oh, right. See, I cycle at the moment, and I've noticed that this time of year, people are really pissy on the roads. Like, most of the time I can get to work with not many problems, but the level of impatience at this time of year, I think everyone wants to just finish for Christmas Day, and I'm generally very understanding of drivers because I drive a car myself, and I understand. Like, for example, I understand that sometimes you pull out and you don't see a cyclist coming. If it's dark and it's rainy and you pull out and you don't see them coming. So I also understand. I've not got a suppressor. I also understand that it's dark, it's rainy, you might change lanes, and you might cut a cyclist up. It's entirely possible. You should check your mirror before you go, but people don't. And there's a place where I go home every day. It's got 2 lanes of traffic, a cycle lane, and another lane going off to the left. And almost every day, I'm going down my cycle lane, and someone cuts right in front of me. And when I drove it the other day, I was like, oh yeah, to be fair, I can't see anything either. And you are just thinking that because this lane has emerged to the left, that no one else should be in it, but they don't think about this cycle lane. And yeah, to be fair, I can understand that. What I don't get is a car coming from behind you, driving over the top of a roundabout, which is what happened the other day. So a roundabout which is one lane, so I'm in the one lane, and the guy's driven over the painted on roundabout and cut in front of me, and I've had to slam my brakes on to avoid a collision with the guy. And I don't tend to get much road rage, but I was like, I need to go and ask him what he's doing there, because he's seen me. He's come from behind me and seen me and decided to do that manoeuvre. That's not an accidental thing. That was a deliberate, like, I'm going to get round you and I'm going to do it as dangerously as I possibly can. And because traffic is so bad at the moment, I didn't have a go at him, but I just rode up to him and was like, what are you doing? And to be fair to him, he apologised like straight away, and he was like, he said sorry. So I just thought, I'll leave it there. But like, why? Why did you do that? You've nearly killed me, and you've not saved any time, because now we're having the flipping conversation where I'm sat next to you at the traffic lights. Sorry. Carnival Sea, Somerset Carnival's Adventure says, really, as in DP2. What bit did he work on? That's awesome. DP2. DP2. I'm not sure what I mean by DP2. He worked. It was the Lego. the most recent Lego game, the full saga. He worked on that one. I can't remember what it's called. What's it called? Yeah, the Lego Star Wars, the full saga one, where you can play all the different episodes. Green Candle. People who couldn't seem to connect where the food comes from that they just bought. Yeah, that's Sue. Aldi and Lidl are particularly bad as they all have loading bays in the car parks. I think the roads are very bad, aren't they? Worse since the pandemic, I think. I wish they would do some studies into it or something about why this is, or it's just a general malaise of the UK. Well, I know where I am in Manchester, they blocked off a lot of roads as cycle lanes. So there's suddenly fewer lanes of traffic, and the idea is to get people to cycle during the pandemic. So those are still cycle lanes now. Whether that is a factor or not, I don't think there's more cyclists. I think there's fewer cyclists because actually a lot of people aren't. A lot of people are too scared to cycle. Did you hear that? He kissed her. He kissed her. If I ring the code, does he do something weird?
It's possible that...
No. He just kissed a poster, guys. Yeah, so they closed off loads of roads, so the roads are really busy. I'd like to know what it is all about. There's a lot of roadworks where we are as well. They just seem to be doing roadworks everywhere. The road I actually work on is closed off as well. Andrea. But yeah, that one spot where someone cuts across me, it happens every day. And I was speaking to my brother about this as well, because he's a cyclist. And the cycle lanes... There's no guards, is there? Have you noticed? The cycle lanes are by far the most dangerous place to be. Because you're cycling along thinking you're perfectly safe. But you're not. You just have to assume they're not there, I think. Cutscene.
Freeze! Don't shoot.
You a cop?
I'm not NYPD. I came in with the Bravo team. Who are you with? And what happened to SEAL Team 10?
They're all dead.
All of them? That's bad.
I'm so loving having this device, this OSSC, this... So I'm using it... I'm repeating myself a little bit from earlier, but I'm using this
Don't go pointing that
open source scan converter to play this on my TV, so that it doesn't look like an absolute drivel.
My name is Peter.
And it somehow upscales... I don't know how, but it somehow upscales these old consoles up to...
Indian head, also a consultant for the NYPD
1080p. And it looks alright to me. Yeah, Charles Cecil Christmas message went out. It was good, that one. They went all out with that, didn't they? Special effects and everything. You can tell they've got a game coming.
A famous church got wiped off the map thanks to me. With too many lives inside. All I lost was this leg.
I'm so pleased that those guys are still going, you know.
So you're the bomb disposal guy.
And they own the rights to the game. It's not like the Monkey Island situation. I know he brought out a new Monkey Island in the end, but they've managed to keep hold of their IP as well, which is amazing.
Just ancient history now.
And when you read the book, you sort of realise that there's an earnestness about Revolution. They just want to make games. They want those games out there. They want good games, and they want to make them for the people who like them. And I think that's the parallel with this as well, because I think Hideo Kojima made like the auteur developer, where he's made the game he wants to make. And it doesn't. I guess that doesn't happen a lot these days, does it? Pumping a load of money into a project like this game would never get made now. This game is taking the mick out of its own fan base. It's trolling its own players. We weren't told that we weren't going to play as Snake, and we were going to play as this blonde guy instead. It wasn't. They weren't allowed to put it in any of the reviews because they deliberately wanted to subvert the expectations of the player.
That's an odd name.
Any other survivors?
There was also an engineer with me.
An engineer?
A skinny guy. He went in with us.
Where is he?
I haven't seen him since that skirmish.
It's Otacon.
I don't think so. I didn't find his body.
I see.
They told
Yes, it's very impressive. They never had to sell it off. Yeah, can you imagine? They did. They did allow someone else to make Broken Sword 4 because they pretty much were bust at that point.
We'll leave that for later. Right now, we need to figure out how to deal with all the bombs.
And they were kept going by Kickstarters and all the mobile editions. Mobile gaming kept them going.
Hold on a sec.
Off to confer with the CO again.
Glad to hear Stillman is safe. Assist him in any way possible to clear the C4 from the structure.
You seem to be a reader. Do you know the boss fight books series? I am sort of a reader. I mean, if a book interests me, like that one, I'll go and read it. And I read the autobiography of Kenneth Williams.
Is it true that an engineer
The boss fight book series. Let me look it up. Or you can tell me more about it. God, is it 10 to 11 already?
There are more important issues at hand, Raiden. The enemy may retaliate for the failed assault. Get those C4s
Boss
neutralized now.
fight.
Colonel, I'm not
Book.
qualified for bomb disposal.
Jack, it's me.
Rose?
You can do this. Trust
What are
me.
these?
You haven't had bomb disposal training per se in VR, but you're more than capable of handling C4.
This is a little different from using C4.
Books about video
You're up
games.
for this. You know that.
How about it, kid? Are the results in yet?
Boss fight book series.
There's no need to think about this so much. You won't actually
Shadow of the Colossus. Oh, this looks really good actually.
What we'll try here instead.
Super Mario Brothers 2. Metal Gear Solid. What are they? Are they like novelizations or are they fan fiction or what? Tell me more. I need to know more.
This is a C4 bomb.
Yes, Broken Sword 4. I watched a bit of a let's play of that. It didn't seem like it had the magic. It doesn't have the magic, and I've never played it.
You can see it pulsing.
I don't want to play a bad Broken Sword game. I think I would have to murder myself. I'm reading the Metal Gear one at the moment. There are mini histories of game. Oh, mini histories. Ah, right. Okay. Right. I'm thanks for the recommendation. That sounds.
It'll stay out of commission for at least 24 hours.
That sounds good.
If we had the manpower, I'd recommend complete disposal.
Cool. Yeah, that's really cool actually.
The spray can be used from
I
several
like that.
yards away. Now check the floor, ceiling, walls.
I'd be interested in Super Mario Bros. 2. That'd be interesting as well because that wasn't originally a Mario game, was it? That was It was originally a game called Doki Doki Panic.
Locate the bombs.
So that had because Mario Brothers 2 is really weird. You're like jumping on heads and you can throw things around and it's all got keys and instead of pipes there's pots and all sorts of weird stuff going on.
That's right. I've established a link up with your radar network, so any scent
Yeah, not the highest quality, but one of your favourites is in there. It's a very good nostalgic reading. NBA Jam is another one they did. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I'd be interested in the Mario Brothers 2 one. Because that it's so different to the rest of the series because it wasn't a Mario game, so it was reskinned from something called Doki Doki Panic, which I think Doki Doki is like the Japanese for heartbeat. So like heartbeat panic.
Is that something he learned from you?
No, it was his own quirk. He wouldn't work by any rules except his own, and he followed them like a religion. And common sense wasn't one of his strong points. I thought I taught him everything I knew. I have no children of my own, and I thought I found a son in him.
Oh, it's the old mentor becomes the mentee thing.
Very unusual about an ability like that.
I've just heard one of my kids get out of bed, so I'm just anticipating a child.
One of the fat cats. Maybe that's what started all this. I didn't teach him the most important thing I had to tell him. There are some things.
Yeah, I'm going to check those out though. I'll probably read the Metal Gear Solid one.
Right. All I taught him was skills, and now I have to.
Because the Metal Gear Solid game's weird because the Metal Gear, the first one, is just the same as this. Metal Gear Solid 2 was the same game. Metal Gear Solid 1 was the same game with the same things happen in it, and so is this one. He actually made the same game 4 times.
Pretty big area, isn't it?
Don't complain. It's better than nothing.
Just slightly different characters and things.
Okay.
All right.
Don't forget that you need the radar.
I'm going to defuse a bomb and then I'll call it a day.
At every strut and turn the radar on.
We have to keep out of the enemy's sight, too.
Because the radar gets knocked offline when we're spotted?
Exactly. Fat Man would have allotted some C4s here in Strut C as well.
Here?
I know the structure of this facility, and if he wants to take out the plant, where he would target.
You know this for sure?
Of course. I taught him the techniques he uses. His ideas are based on my theories. Demolition is a kind of ideology. It makes no exceptions for time or place. Big Shell consists of 2 hexagons joined end on end, north to south. There should be packets of C4s on each of the vertices, or the struts in this case. You need at least...
So we got to go around defusing all these bombs now. That'll be the next stream though, defusing all these bombs, because that is a major part of this game.
A total of 12 bombs at least.
Considering the shell's architecture and composition from an engineering standpoint, that's my conclusion, and it's exactly what he would have decided as well.
Kid, this place is all yours. I'll take care of Shell 2.
Take this.
Look at those PlayStation 2 jaggies right there. Oh, Carnival Steve's incoming Christmas joke.
Security card issued to Shell personnel. The Big Shell security layout includes varying levels of clearance. The clearance level is identified by the number printed on these doors. Writing, your card key can open doors for security.
Come on, Steve, we're ready.
Pliskin, your card can get you into level 3 areas. You'll need it to get next door to Shell 2.
How did you get this?
That engineer I told you about gave it to me. He was supposed to program a set of all access cards once we were on site. Unfortunately, this card won't get you into every area of this structure.
We'll have to deal with the remaining security.
Waiting for the Christmas
as they
joke.
Come up. Let's get going. You stay here.
No, I'm going.
The 2 of us can handle it, don't worry.
But...
You'll just slow us down with that leg of yours.
Ooh.
There's a war going on here.
What happened to Santa when he went speed dating? Oh, we have to wait for the punchline as well.
Why don't you just let us...
Should we see if we can guess it? What happened to Santa when he went speed dating? He fell off. He opened a... Someone played with his sack. Oh, that's probably a bit rude, isn't it? Somebody opened his sack. No. He emptied his sack. No, it's not going to be anything to do with sack, is it?
If anything comes up, let me know. My frequency is 140.25.
Good luck, kid. I'll see you later. Semper Fi.
That man's no Marine.
No seal.
Oh, sorry, no seal.
I don't even think he's a Navy man.
What?
Semper Fi. Marine Corps talk. Normally, team leaders stay in the CP and give orders with those headphones. And as far as I know, SEALs keep their officers away from the field. And Who Dares Wins is a model of the British Special Air Service.
Has anyone played Dredge? I got it someday. I've got a little heart on the comments that allows me to not read it. What is Dredge?
Somehow I don't think so. If there's someone to suspect, I'd put my money on you.
Ooh, it looks quite good. What is Dredge?
Just take care of those bombs for now.
What about you? They could
For some reason,
soon.
YouTube won't let me type the punchline. Must be bad.
I'll hide out in this pantry for
I've not seen Dredge.
If I lock
It looks
the
okay
doors,
though.
it'll be all right. Plenty of food in here too, so you don't need to worry about me. I'll give you instructions by codec from here. Good luck, kid. Bomb disposal is a face-off with your own mortality. Don't let the fear get to you. Give in to the fear, the darkness comes.
Come on, you're alright. My son's just arrived. It's time to end the stream anyway. How you doing? You okay?
That.
What?
Who is he?
This is Metal Gear Solid 2. But it's not age appropriate for you, so you can't watch it.
Why is there melons?
There's melons. Why is there melons? Because people like to shoot melons. Watch. There you go.
That's just weird.
It is weird, isn't it? So shoot all the other melons.
But then nobody can eat them.
You're live on YouTube, by the way. Do you know that?
Mhm. I know, because you've got all of this.
It's about pulling those things that you have on the... Oh, is it a cracker joke? Oh, you pulled a cracker? Is that the punchline? Green Candle says, I've put the laptop really far away now, so I'm struggling to see it. Hard to put in a box and describe, but check out the trailer. I will do. I'm going to check it out after this. I think it's 11 o'clock anyway, and that's what time I normally finish. So I'm going to defuse one bomb, and then I'm going to stop playing. You shouldn't be watching this anyway.
Don't worry.
I'm not gonna do anything bad in it. I'm just gonna defuse this bomb thing. We're just gonna go in. Nothing bad. We're just gonna go in a ladies' toilet and spray some stuff.
Why did you do that?
It's a bomb. We don't want it to go off, do we?
Right in here. I took care of the
Carnival Steve Somerset Carnival's Adventure says hello to you.
The ceiling of the women's bathroom was set to blow.
That's not like him.
Anything wrong?
Maybe. Pliskin's reported other locations too, and none of them are effective demolition points.
Ah, so he's trying to blow the place up, but he's not trying to blow it up properly.
If you wanted to destroy this place.
Are you saying they don't plan on blowing the shell up?
It certainly seems that way. So far, we haven't seen anything but a waste of good explosives. Unless, of course, we're missing something.
A trap?
He couldn't.
Right, I'm going to save it, and then we'll call it a night.
There's something going on.
Thank you to everyone who's shown up to the stream tonight. I really appreciate it. I'm really enjoying playing this game again. Let's look at this guy. Look at ourselves in the mirror to finish off with a bottle of spray. He's like those people who are in supermarkets and they try to spritz you as you go past. Excuse me, may I spritz you? So we'll call it a day there. But yeah, thanks. Bites and Beers was on earlier on. Green Candle, Carnival Steve, and Zadie, who I'm pretty sure is watching the wrong part of the stream because she's just texted me and said, why have I not come back from getting a drink? So I'm guessing that she's watching the wrong bit. But yeah, been a pleasure. So sorry I'm not staying on much longer. Hope you all have fun. Yeah, have a merry... I won't be streaming till after Christmas, so I hope everyone has a really good Christmas. Should be back on next Thursday unless there's any changes to the people's schedules because of Christmas. But yeah, have a great Christmas, everybody.
Why have you got on 3 screens?
What?
Screens. There's 1, 2, 3.
That one's the game I'm playing. That's the stream, and that's so I can see the comments a bit better. Green Council says, catch you on the next one. Have a good Christmas all. Have a good Christmas, and remember, be nice to people. Yeah? Right, I'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Oh, hang on, and Zadie's up to date now. Were you watching the wrong part of the stream, by the way? Because I get the feeling you were. I was talking to you and everything. When you were commenting before, I wondered why you weren't saying anything back. Bet you thought I was being really rude, not answering your comments. Well, have a good Christmas, everyone. We're going to go to bed, aren't we?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. I can't play anymore anyway because you can't watch this, so you've made that decision for me, child. Honestly.
I wanted to get up because you were waking me up.
I was waking you up. Was I talking too loud?
Yeah. Really loud, actually.
I'm really sorry. Well, let's put you back to bed. And me. Right, good night, everyone. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.